Greetings dear ones, it is Sananda. I come to you today to correct more falsehoods that have been being spread about online and specifically on #Command Crew. Recently a disclosure message was posted on #Command Crew, namely, Full Galactic Disclosure, a message from from the Intergalactic Confederation of Worlds, through Elizabeth Trutwin, May 12, 2013. This was supposedly given by I can tell you personally it was not. I have been working very closely with him and several others during the time, and he gave no such message at all. Which brings me to this message, its content and its relevance. It is reported to have been delivered from the Rainbow Bridge. Well, I am not on the Rainbow, nor is he on the ship. Also saying that I am on the New Jerusalem is also incorrect. And saying my code name is King of Swords, as in KOS, is also untrue, my dear friends. I do not go around undercover in such a way at all. Yes, I truly am incarnate on planet in human form, and I have indeed lived a rather long time on Earth this time around. In fact, this year in October it will be 124 years. But be that as it may, these exaggerations online by these various people are getting rather out of hand, don't you think? I certainly do, and so do many of my star brothers and sisters too. There are many on planet at this time pretending to have contact with us. Elizabeth is not the only one, there are indeed many others. Personally, we do not mind such things, as long as the message is spoken of truth and do no real harm. But once such messages cross the line into blatant falsehood, then we do indeed mind, because such actions are travesties of justice and righteousness, and we must stop that. All such messages serve only to confuse and deceive those most in need of help. Firstly, let me say, I do not channel through Elizabeth. I actually never have. I am not, nor have I ever, been called King of Swords, KOS. I really and truly do work with a group of secret agents of sorts, but they're not called Neosio. They're the intelligence officers of the paa-tal warriors, and by the way, their numbers are way beyond 16 million. And though it is true that I work very closely with Archangel Michael, Father Sekhmet, Lord Maitreya and Archangel Metatron, as well as Saint Germain, it's more of a sharing of intel than anything else, and a working together towards our common goal of ascension. For all of those here, Archangel Metatron and Archangel Sandalphon are incarnate on planet 2 at this time. Though we were there at the hearing, unseen and unobserved, we were not there to disclose anything at all. Much of what was said and discussed was of interest to us, that is why we were there. However, for her to say anything else was just a case of Elizabeth getting on her own bandwagon and speaking our mind on her own pet issues. It had nothing to do with anything we wanted to have her say. And frankly, her take on world history, its ancient history, leaves much to be desired, my dear friends. For starters, the Hyperboreans were 12 feet tall and physical, admittedly not that advanced as far as civilizations went, well, at least not back then, but these days, they are ahead of those of you here on the outer surface. You see, on the inner Earth you will still find their descendants alive and well, living there today. For instance, why start at the Hyperboreans? Whatever happened to the Polarian race, our first race on planet here? They were elves, height elves, forest elves, woodland elves, and so on. Among them were all manner of elemental beings, and they are still here. Just like the previous races, they did not really leave or perish. Well, not entirely. Their survivors are also to be found on the inner Earth too. And my dear ones, though we are very close to ridding our blessed world of the Dark Ones, we are not yet fully finished with the task. It is true that the Archons are gone, but most of the rest are not, as of yet, removed entirely. With me, for the vast armies of heaven, it really is true, and we have done much to remove all those that would harm you, but the task is not yet completed. We are still hunting down the remainder of the Draconians, Orion Greys and Zetas, that have been hiding out around the place, and there are many, many clones around left behind by their former masters. This has been exacerbated by the return of the Anunnaki, Orion Greys and Zetas to the Alliance, and the restart of the war with them. The paa-tal have been summoned and forced to this solar system. To deal with all that, they have come in vast numbers. There are literally trillions of their ships here now. They are quickly dealing with this menace, and rightfully restoring order to this galaxy. You could say that they are the cosmic police in a manner of speaking. They are here at my request. It is I who summon them here to our galaxy and our world. What is going on right now is the final stages of this renewed conflict, but we are very close to its resolution now. But it is now fair to say that these Dark Ones are very scared now, and wish to leave by whatever means they can find. Dear ones, finally let me say, her idea that Adolf Hitler was from the future, well, it is not true, nor is it even believable, dear friends. While it is true that the Americans do have them in talk, and some UFO technology, it is not very advanced technology that they have. The technology of even the Galactic Federation is far more advanced than anything they have, and the technology of the paa-tal, well, that is billions of years ahead of what they have. So there's nothing to fear, my dear ones, all truly is well in hand. I am Sananda.